Hello and welcome to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. It is Tourism Tuesday, Shenandoah County edition. Carrie Hahn sitting across the table from me. We are on location recording. I do want for people to understand though, Carrie.
Yes.
We are recording on Friday.
Yes.
There is no snow on the ground.
There is no snow on the ground.
You and I are of the mindset that we're still holding out hope that maybe this thing takes a hard left or a hard right and we don't see it.
I think so, or just stops at the mountains like storms can often do here in this part of the valley.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. I grew up with snow and I'm over it. My husband is the kind of person who, as soon as it snows, he's got to dig out of the driveway. He's got to sort of prove that he can get out.
That he's got to stay on top of it. I got to go back every couple of hours.
And for me, if the tires never make tracks in the driveway, I'm totally okay.
And he doesn't appreciate any of my suggestions for videos that I've seen on TikTok. Can't you just lay some plastic down in the driveway and then drag it off with all the snow on it?
It's pretty heavy.
And apparently that's not as feasible as it looks like on the TikTok video.
Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and,
Yeah, this is what he said. This is exactly what he said. So as people are listening on Tuesday afternoon, they could still be snowed in. It's a possibility that they're trapped in their house with their kids or animals and haven't set foot outside.
That's true. I hope you have warm tea or coffee.
And we're going to give them a ray of sunshine today.
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about all the fun, beautiful things in Shenandoah County because we've got an art spin on today's show.
That's my favorite kind of spin.
I know, right? Mine too.
Yes. Yeah, so what a vibrant arts community we have here in just in the town of Woodstock alone. I mean, it's sort of all over Shenandoah County because it is a beautiful place to be and it's an inspiring place to make art. But here in Woodstock, we have a new art gallery just north of Court Street on the west side. It's called Colloquia Arts. It's a brand new gallery. They're open up by appointment at this point, but monthly they have a different gallery show and they usually will host a reception for that. So keep an eye out for that gallery. Over at Vecca, it's really vibrant. You have somebody working on paintings in the window all the time. It's artist in residence situation. They're hosting a different art show every month and they host receptions usually on I think the first Saturday of the month. We have Bonfire Bookstore. They're doing a new thing called the Firestarter Review, which is like a small performance situation in the back. It's like an elevated talent show. And I went to the first one. It was pretty amazing. And they are going to be doing those monthly. So I'm super excited and proud to have the guests that we have today.
So we're sitting at Suzanne's studio, formerly known as the Art Spot, formerly known as Suzanne's studio.
Yes, we have a full circle moment happening right now.
Suzanne has done the show with me several times because if you've been listening for the whole 10 years, you may remember Hands to Create on Main Street in Front Royal. Suzanne and a partner owned that business as well. So I was very excited when you came to Woodstock, and then I was sad when you left and went to Florida, and then I was very happy to find out recently that you were back, and even more excited when Carrie said, oh yeah, that's where we're going to do the show this week. So thank you for agreeing to be a 3-time guest on the Valley today.
Y'all are delightful to work with, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
So give me a little history for someone who kind of remembers when this was Suzanne's studio, and then you moved to Florida, and then now are back. Tell me a little bit about what's been going on.
Okay, so we started this in 2018, left in 2021, and now we're back, and we have an opportunity to step back into the studio and kind of pop it back up, offering new things like glass fusion, something I learned when I was in Florida, which is
amazing,
super fun. It's kind of in between mosaics and stained glass. It's glass fusion. It's a little bit easier, and we fuse it all together in the kiln for one piece that's 3-dimensional. So it's a really fun art, and it's something people can do when they just walk in. You don't have to have an appointment. You don't need to go to a class. I can teach you right on the spot how to score and cut glass. And
gather your stuff and sit down and make a creation.
Yeah. So we do from beginner to experienced, and we'll work with everybody. We're taking that medium to new levels by adding ceramic paints to the glass and creating designs with the paints and glass mix. So there's a lot more to come with that. We're going to really take off with that.
So when you left and went to Florida, you continued to have a business similar to this, or to continue do artsy things?
Yeah, I opened another studio down there in Titusville. It's just a passion I have. I love working with people in this kind of environment because you can really connect with people and you can pour some kindness and encouragement into them and assurance that they can do it. And then when they are able to actually connect and do something, the reward of just their face smiling back at you, it's just really a warm fuzzy for me. I know, it's just my thing.
It makes
I love
them
it.
better people
Well,
when they then go out into the world, when they
builds
leave the
confidence.
studio. It makes them want to do that for somebody else at the grocery store or somewhere
Yeah.
else. So you're really creating a
Yeah.
better world for all of us to live in.
There
How about
won't.
that?
It's just something that fuels me. I mean, the people, and they come back and they come back. And it's not just, well, you grab a trinket and you sit and paint and you leave. We really want them to have an experience. It's entertainment, creating a memory, connecting something with that person. Do they want to learn a technique? Can I get them out of the box and make them learn a technique? Can I plug into them, and how do I do that and multiply it out? And I love it.
What kinds of things can people do? You mentioned the glass fusion. What other options do they have?
So our primary studio push is the pottery. That's a very foundational thing. People love painting on bisque, and we fire it and it becomes ceramic, and they just love it. It's simple, easy. Children of all ages can do it. So that's still our main line. And then the glass fusion would be our second. And then we also have fiber arts, where you grab colorful wool, and we don't do 3D art, we do flat art, where we poke the wool down into a piece of linen or a piece of felt, and they do a design.
Like old time, my grandmother used to do these rugs
Yes.
and art that you hooked the yarn into latch hook.
Yeah.
So something like that, where you're creating an art piece.
Right, so you take a base of some kind of fabric, whatever they want to do, we have choices, and then you take your wool and you just take an old sewing needle, it's like a 38-point needle, and you just sit there, and it's very soothing.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Some
thinking,
people-
yeah,
some
you're
people are
stabbing
like,
it. It seems
"I'm
very
stabbing."
cathartic. Yes, it's very cathartic.
And you have a styrofoam base, and then you have your fabric, and then you have your wool, and you can create your design that way. And then you can frame it in a frame, or you can put it in a hoop, or however. It's really simple. So we do offer that, and we offer slab built hand building clay opportunities as well. So we don't have a wheel, but we do have a slab roller, and we can show people from beginner to intermediate. Advanced, they need to probably see Carrie or somebody a little bit higher. We'll whet their appetite with it and see if they like it and if they want to develop it further. We just built a whole bunch of designs in the back that are getting ready to be fired, because we've only been here 20 days back in
So
town.
I was going to say, you are very fresh back in town.
We're going fast. So clay, fiber arts, and canvas. Canvas is that's my favorite.
You were a painter first.
Right, and love to do the mobile events at the vineyards and things like that. And that's still something we would do in-house. We have like 70 easels here, so we can hook people up if they want to come in and do a big event. So yes, canvases with 3D, and then screen art, which is new. It's an offshoot from canvas art, where it's a framed screen. You use a texture, heavy body texture medium, slap it on there, using a template behind the screen, so you don't have to create your own design. You mud it all in, and then you paint it. So it's in between clay and canvas. It's a kind of a hybrid.
I think that sounds cool.
It's really fun, and it's easy. And
I'm all in for anything easy.
Yeah, it's surprisingly easy.
And I think that's one of the big misconceptions that I fear a lot of people have about a place like yours,
Yeah.
is that they never walk in the door
They're like,
because
"I
they
can't
think,
do
oh,
it.
I can't do that.
I'm
That's
not
going to
an
be too
artist."
difficult, or I'm not very creative, or any of those things. And you don't have to be any of those things
No.
to give it a shot.
As a matter of fact, when you come in and you say, I'm not an artist, those are usually my favorite kind of people. You can really show them how to come out of their shell. And they're pleasantly surprised too. They're like, I didn't know I could do it. And it's a feel good. They love that.
And Carrie, that's cool from a tourism perspective and for people that live here, because this is interactive. It's one thing to be able to go to Vecca and see the art on the walls, buy the art on the wall, see someone in the window doing that creation, or go to the art gallery and see what's hanging, but to be able to come here and actually make it yourself and interact with Suzanne and leave with something that you've created is a really cool piece for people.
I'm a big believer in giving gifts of experiences and having experiences as a way to relate to people and friends, or a date night. It's one thing you can go with a friend to a movie and you don't get to sit and talk, right?
Right.
But you come to a place like this and you can laugh and you can learn and you can make, and then you come away with a memory. This is just for me, like, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Can I drink?
Well,
When she's talking about that, I'm like, wait.
with Virginia ABC, you can for private events. That's why we love our private room.
Where we're sitting now.
Because you're separate from the public and you're hosting your own private event. So yes, you can do a BYOB in that. I do not have an art license yet. That's in the works.
Again, less than 30 days
Yeah.
trying to get things back up and running.
But yeah, we did before. We had one where it was like a banquet license where you just, when you had an event, you were able to provide complimentary wine and beer. So that'll be in the future. Just haven't got there yet.
And there are so many options because of your location. So you're just off of Court Square. What's the address here?
130 West Court Street.
So I've got options. I've got Woodstock Cafe right down the
Yes.
street. I've got Flower to Fork.
Yes.
I
Good
almost
job.
got it wrong,
Very
but
good. Way
yes.
to remember that name.
Used to be
Awesome.
Flour
Yes.
and Water. Now it's Flower to Fork. And let me just say, I went down there and got coffee
Yes.
before we met here, and all of her labels, everything has been changed. Like she was on top of that.
That was really important. It had to be done. And so they were able to make that change right at the new year.
I think that is fantastic. But people can go and they can bring cupcakes here. They can have a party with girlfriends or with their kids or any of that. You can host any number of different types of events.
And that's what we want. We want to really put this space to work for us. So yeah, you can have the whole studio to yourself. We seat up to 50, or you can have this room back here. It seats up to 20.
Wow.
15 comfortable. If you have little kids, 20 is comfortable.
And all I have to do is call you and say, hey, I've got some people, and they don't even, I would guess, necessarily even have to know what it is they want to do, because you can help them figure that out.
The most popular is the pottery, but we do not turn away. If they want to do clay, we'll do a clay party. If they want to do fused glass, we'll do any of the mediums that we offer here. We can offer for private events, for sure.
I see us doing some classes.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I have for a while now wanted to do and Suzanne's going to be the perfect person to do this with me. I have wanted to do a marketing workshop
Oh, fun.
where people are making something while they're learning.
Yeah.
So I've always thought it would be really cool to do, to come in and do like coffee mugs. Everybody has a coffee mug,
you sing my
and they're
phone.
learning all of the things, because then every time they use that mug, they're going to remember something that they learned at that workshop, and it's going to stick in their brains a little bit more.
That's beautiful. Oh, I just love it. I'm just feeling such beauty right now.
It's so good.
Let's take a break. When we come back, you've got some classes, you have a schedule, there's a ton of things that people can do. Can we get in the weeds on that in the next segment?
Wonderful. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're going to do all that when we come back. We are sitting at Suzanne's studio today. Carrie Hahn, of course, is my brilliant co-host for Shenandoah County's Tourism Tuesday. We're going to come back and talk more with Carrie and Suzanne in just a couple of minutes.
This Saturday, Henry Mueller will change the world. He has no idea that's what he's going to do. He only knows that he went to justserve.org and signed up to spend time at a senior center Saturday morning. As he browsed through service opportunities in his own community, he remembered the words of Paul to the Galatians, "By love, serve one another." Little does Henry know that Saturday morning he'll end up speaking to one senior in particular who hasn't seen his family in several weeks and is feeling especially lonely. Henry doesn't know the short time he'll spend with this man will lift his spirits, cheer his heart, and make his life just a little better. Through love and service this Saturday, Henry Mueller will change the world. See the difference you can make. Sign up for service opportunities in your community. Visit justserve.org.
Welcome back to the Valley. Today, I am your host, Janet Michael. It is Tourism Tuesday, Shenandoah County edition. We're sitting at Suzanne's studio in Woodstock. Carrie Hahn, my co-host, sitting next to me, Shenandoah County Tourism. Suzanne's Holiday here with us as well. And Suzanne, when we went to break, we were talking about the fact that you can have a party here. I can reach out to a bunch of my girlfriends. I can host a marketing workshop here, glass fusion, pottery, painting, felting, any number of things. But then you also have a calendar. Like Carrie and I can just say, hey, do you want to go to Suzanne's next Wednesday and do this class? You have that option as well.
Yeah, we generate our own workshops and classes, daytime, afternoon hours, some Saturday morning hours, a lot of Wednesday evening and Thursday evening hours available. And they're all on our website. Our next one is Thursday night after the snow. And it's our cozy mug event where you pick one of the designs we offer on the website and you come in and we show you techniques of whatever you want to create. So there's 4 different techniques that we're really pushing that are fun and easy to do, and once people do them, they like to duplicate them. So we're excited about that workshop. And then we have Kids Create Like the Great Artists, which is really fun. Saturday morning, they're gonna take an egg and chalk and they're gonna make their own paint, and they're gonna paint like the gato. And they're gonna study that great artist. We'll give them like a little overview, and they'll have a lot of fun creating their own paint and working with that. We also have a spring break coming up, summer camp, or it's not summer camp, it's spring break camp, but it's like a summer camp. It mirrors what we do in the summer. So that public school spring break, every morning, 9 to 11:30, kids can create every day with us. And it's very tangible, nice, big, juicy art projects. Where
it's not where we're using popsicle sticks and we're coming home with something with googly eyes on it.
That's right, exactly. They're not doing that. They're doing really nice high-end art, and they're going to take it home, a big canvas bag that they're going to paint and decorate to carry it home in on Friday. And they'll make their own snacks, and they're going to learn a lot of things. So we're really excited about that, and we have some seats open still for that.
Now, is that a parent drop-off, or do the parents stay?
Yeah, they sign them in at 8:45 to 9 is sign-in time, and then they come in, they start with their journals. We teach them to draw something, we teach them about color theory, and then we start moving right into the nice big projects.
And Mom can go sit at the cafe or any number, go to Bonfire, sit and cozy up with a book.
That's
wow.
Right. And then they pick them up at 11:30, and they're happy and smiling and had a good time with their friends. It's a great camp. We've been doing that a long time. And we have one in the summer called Madagascar Camp. It's a theme. And then we have Campfire Fun in July. So Madagascar is June, Campfire is July. And then we have an August Glam Ranch for the older girls. Because the older girls really like their own thing. The girls 12 to 15 that we're going to focus on that camp in August. So we're planning everything in advance. But right now we have Create a Nightlight out of glass fusion. We have a framed fused mosaic. It's a cardinal bird, and it's framed on a 5x7 glass base. We have a wood frame that we put it in. We put screws in the top so you can hang it, and that's very nice. And then we have a bookshelf sun catcher event that's already sold out.
Wow.
And that's really cute. It's done on a 6-inch by 3-inch glass base, and they build a bookcase, and then they put their books in. And you can paint on the glass with the special glass line paints. And I did a cat silhouette on one, and it comes out really cute. So yeah, Bonfire, we tagged them on that because we're like, hey, go get your books at Bonfire and then come over here and do your bookshelf with the fused glass. And then I guess after that, we're doing some candle screens, which are those are our bigger projects. They're 6x12-inch sheets of glass, and you develop whatever kind of spring tree or spring floral design you want on that glass. And then we can slump it and put a curve in it, or we can set it in a wood base for you. And it's a high-end piece. So those are other classes that we offer. We work a lot. I'll put a little plug in for Parks and Recreation, because without them, I probably wouldn't have been able to launch this business, because they really sold my classes for me when we did the glass fusion.
It's such a good partnership.
Oh,
Yes.
they're just top-rate people over there.
Yes.
They're wonderful people. Teresa Funkhauser is an amazing person, and she sold a lot of those classes with me, and we're still partnering with them going forward. So we'll be hosting now here at the studio the classes that we offer through the Parks and Rec. And we'll be doing stuff off-site at the brew house. And whoever wants us, we'll go. We would love to collaborate with every business as possible, because we are very pro rural community small business.
And I could see where this partners really well with the wineries. Carrie, we talk
Yes.
about them a lot. Going up to Bryce and doing something there. You can be portable, which is also a huge benefit.
Yeah, the mobile aspect is definitely there. For glass too, the glass fusion, because that's what I did before I stepped back into this. I did the glass canvas mobile studios.
You are very hands-on with everybody when they're learning how to do something like this.
Right, and I'll score and cut the glass if they're intimidated by it and that kind of thing. But I keep my classes for the glass fusion, I keep them around 12, maybe 16 people, and then I always have an assistant with me to help. So we make sure 12 is really the comfort zone. That's the good zone to be in with the people because you can give a lot of individual attention. But I tell you what, once they get going on it, they just fly. You just give them a little bit of fodder here. Hey, this is how you do it, and then they just go to town. Because it's like putting a little puzzle together, and they like doing their own thing.
So where can people go? If somebody's listening today and they want to just learn more, they want to sign up for a class, they want to book their own workshop or their own session, where is the best first place for them to go?
We're on Facebook. It's Suzanne Studio, LLC on Facebook. And then on Instagram, Suzanne Studio. Our website is Suzanne's plural -studio.net. Okay. So if they visit the website, they can see everything we do. And if they want to register for an event or a class or a workshop, they're all on there.
And they can pop in.
And they can
even. What are your hours? When are you open?
We are here right now during the winter. Our hours are Wednesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Summer we will definitely expand, and we're open every time school's out. We're open.
Likely as people are listening. Again, no snow on the ground on this Friday afternoon, but by Tuesday, maybe not every day the school is closed.
Yeah, like we were open last Monday for Martin Luther King Day, and we were bumping. Every table was full. Yeah. So it's a good time to be open when school's out. The families like to come in.
And like I mentioned earlier, we've talked about this how many times now. You have more wineries in Shenandoah County than like the world, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like in this region of Virginia, we have the highest concentration of wineries. So there are 8 wineries. North Mountain Vineyard has new owners.
Yes, the Renaissance Fair.
Yes,
she has done the show for the fair before, so she is on my list to ask you, can we go and do another show there?
Please. Yes. I have that on my list as well. Yeah, go check them out. Go see how the place has changed. I've already seen on Facebook how their porch is a little bit different now. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that whole thing is so exciting. But 8 wineries in Shenandoah County alone, and this is a really good time to be visiting a winery. They're inside, they're cozy, they usually got a fireplace going, they usually have some kind of special. On the weekends, they still have live music in the breweries as well. So we've got some breweries here in Shenandoah County. If you're just looking for something to do on the weekends and just want to be warm and cozy, and I certainly know that by the time this airs, we're going to be...
By the weekend, as people are listening, by the upcoming weekend, things are still going to be pretty. There's probably going to be enough snow. That snow's still going to be here.
The snow will be on the ground, but it'll probably be cleared off the roads.
Right, so it would be, and it's a beautiful to be able to go sit in some of these wineries and look out at the snow-covered vineyards and that sort of thing.
Like Cave Ridge, for example.
The igloo.
Mm-hmm. There are the igloos, like you're practically sitting outside, like looking at a winter wonderland.
Those are amazing, and I'm telling you people, they were warm.
Yes.
Like we were sitting there and it was warm. They have the little heaters. You didn't even need a jacket sitting inside of those igloos.
Yeah. So that was fantastic. And then the other thing that is a great thing to do in Shenandoah County, there aren't very many ski resorts in the state of Virginia, and we have one of them. So,
in your backyard.
In our backyard. Bryce Resort has a new trail that they're boasting. They have been making snow all this time, and it's been cold enough for it to stay. There's a really great base layer of snow right now, and of course we're getting snow. It's a good time to think about this coming weekend. Hopefully roads are cleared, and it would be a really great thing to do is to go out and check out the slopes at Bryce Resort.
And you cannot be a skier or a snowbird, and the Copper Kettle has you covered.
That's right. It's cozy, it's warm, they have a bar, they have food. What more could I ask for? But then also don't forget, they also have a ice skating rink.
That's right.
They have a ski school for those of us who don't know how to ski.
They do snow tubing?
They do snow tubing. If you just want to get the family together and all pile up into tubes and enjoy a couple of hours of that. There is an organization that runs snowshoeing up the mountain, so you can look into that. They rent all of their equipment out, so
you don't even have to have anything.
Have equipment.
But you can go shopping and buy new outfits. So you look good on the slopes. I did that and then never actually skied. Shocking, I know.
For real.
So where can people go for you? Because you keep track of which groups are playing what music at which winery.
At which wineries, yep, for sure. Visit ShenandoahCounty.com. And if you go to our events tab, you can see everything that's happening for the next several weeks and months.
Before we go,
yes,
I understand that the Buttercup recently won Small Business of the Year from your local chamber award. So we got to give Christy a shout out and a pat on the back. I cannot think of a more deserving small business. And I can say that you probably can't because you got to show equal love to everybody. But I will say
I love Christy. So I love Christie. I love the Buttercup. I love all of these little businesses here in downtown Shenandoah County.
Downtown. That was a good save.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing me to see Suzanne.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
And Suzanne, it was so good to catch back up with you again.
Same, 100%. Love it.
Aw.
Thank you both.
I will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of The Valley. Today, a few minutes after noon, so meet me here then.